Joe Frazier and Jerry Quarry. In the center of the ring, Johnny Addy, famed introducer of fighters here at the Garden Arena through all the years. That's Joe Frazier, the champion, loosening up as fighters are wont to do just before the big event and taking a drink of water from the bottle. He has been very loose, very confident. There's Jerry Quarry, the challenger from Bellflower, California. Johnny Flores, his co-manager next to him. And on the other side, oddly, Gil Clancy, the manager of Emil Griffith, who's working in Quarry's corner, too, for this bout. And Johnny Addy has just introduced the man who holds the other share of the heavyweight championship, Jimmy Ellis, recognized by the WBA in 44 states. Jimmy wishes Quarry luck. And now Frazier. The two men smiled at one another, but believe me, there's no real good feeling between them. Johnny is about to introduce the men who will be serving as judges, the timekeeper, and the referee. And in the corner to the left of your screen is the referee, Arthur McCanty, I think one of the best in the business. Here's Johnny Addy.
Referee for the main event, Arthur McCanty. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing from Bellflower, California, he's wearing pink trunks. He weighs 198.5 pounds. The challenger, Jerry Quarry. His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's wearing black trunks. He weighs 203.5. The heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Good evening, Joe.
Instructions
Jerry.
by Arthur McCanty.
All of the standard rules of the New York State Athletic Commission will apply to this heavyweight championship of the world this evening. 3 knockdowns will automatically end the contest. If you're knocked down, you must take an 8 count. Beware of
mandatory 8 count.
Now shake hands.
Penalty for fouls. Fight scored on a rounds basis, supplemental point rule. 3 knockdowns in a round and the fight ends. 3 knockdown rule not waived here in New York State. Ready for round 1, and there it is. Hit to go against them, just slipping back against them. A left landed against Joe's head. Joe came in with a right uppercut. Quarry is landing off it. Frazier keeps his gloves low and is an open target for punches to the head. Quarry is landing frequently. Frazier just got in a quick left and a right, but watch Quarry with those quick hands, a right and a left. This crowd is very much pro Quarry. Quarry fighting differently thus far in this bout. Not retreating, Quarry carrying the fight to Frazier, who is unrelentingly aggressive himself and usually swarms all over the opponent. A lot of punches thrown in this first round. A good left by Frazier and a good counter punch right by Quarry. We have a minute and a half left in the first round. The general conviction is that Quarry can take a punch better than Frazier. He's got a granite-like chin, but he hasn't perhaps faced a man who can hit like Frazier before. Quarry is hiding his face behind his gloves. 1 minute left in round 1. Both men trying to do damage to the midsection. right by Quarry that hurt Frazier a little bit. 30 seconds left in the first round. The two men trading punches throughout the round. A good left by Quarry. Those who think that Quarry has just the right style for Frazier may be finding encouragement in this round. Bell for round two. Quarry against Frazier. Madison Square Garden, New York City. Frazier, black trunks, Quarry red. First round surprises. Quarry carrying the fight to Frazier, rattling counterpunching. It'll be interesting to see if... Oh, a good right by Quarry. A counterpunch. It'll be interesting to see if Quarry reverts to natural style. The crowd noise here is terrific. I realize that. It will be interesting, I was saying, to see if Quarry reverts to natural style and counterpunches. Two lefts by Quarry, one to the midsection, one to the neck area. Neither doing any damage. Frazier, the attacker. Remember, when you see Quarry against the ropes, it is always his ruse to go back there and then suddenly unload left-right combinations. He has fooled many opponents that way, including Floyd Patterson. Coming from Quarry's nose. Now, Frazier is pummeling Quarry with lefts and rights. Quarry striking back and getting in a good left and right. This is a slugfest. Obviously. We're a minute 25 seconds into round two. Incidentally, Angelo Dundee, manager of Jimmy Ellis, and Jimmy Ellis himself both gave the first round to Quarry, who is not quite carrying the fight in this round the way he did in the first round. A good right, though, by Quarry right there. Oh, a good right by Quarry, and another good right by Quarry. Frazier, when he delivers his left, drops the hand and leaves himself wide open for the right. He has always been vulnerable to this punch. 1 minute left in round two. They are directly above us now. The action slightly still. Some holding and pushing. A left by Quarry and two quick lefts by Frazier. A right by Frazier. Quarry trying to go to the midsection. We have just 30 seconds left in round two. Left to the belly by Frazier. A lot of leather thrown in the first two rounds. Madison Square Garden. Frazier against Quarry. Heavyweight championship fight. Frazier, black trunks, Quarry, red. Frazier, oh, a good right by Frazier. An attempt to follow up with a left that missed. Another good left, and Quarry was stung. He's hurt. Now he's trying to fight out of it against the ropes. Frazier drew blood from Quarry's left nostril and perhaps from the mouth in the second round. Quarry is, I think, hurt. Perhaps not seriously. Now he's moving out. he comes, and he's willing to absorb punishment. While some of his punches loop, while they're not straight, their accumulative impact is enormous. The blood is coming from Quarry's left nostril again. I trust you can see it. Now Quarry comes in with a good left and right. Quarry is a tough kid, I'll tell you that. We are just about a minute and a half into this round 3. For those of you scoring the fight, you might be interested to know that Jimmy Ellis's manager, Angie Dundee, has it 1 round apiece so far. Ellis has it 2 rounds, Quarry, none Frazier.